I'm Murray McLaughlin with Bioindustrial Innovation Center and Sustainable Chemistry Alliance located in Sarnia. With the bioindustrial side, we're starting to see a momentum shift. Early days of it, but it's just one of those things where you start getting your gut feels that says, yeah, we're getting a lot higher interest, a lot more research going on, but we're starting to see the industry players come in as well as a lot more startup companies taking shape right now. From a Canadian perspective, we're just on that edge of having the ability to move in to being a global leader in it. A lot of work to make that happen, but my view is that we can be one of the three top players in the world, the other two players being the US and Brazil as far as the bio-based industry is concerned, particularly around bio-based chemicals. I think we'll get a variety of crops, and it'll be geographically we'll see differences. Here in Western Canada, we'll see, I think, a lot more around some of the specialty oil seeds that we're seeing, getting into research and development now. In Eastern Canada, we'll see more use of, the grass materials, switchgrass and miscanthus and those types of things. And then, of course, the forestry side with, wood and wood waste materials. I think we'll see those things come on behind that as we move into more and more cellulosic technologies. I guess the term I use a lot is hybrid chemistry, where we're going to be producing chemistry from plant-based materials and other biological materials, but at the same time we need to be working our way in and working with the infrastructure that's there that are already the chemical facilities, because once we produce a chemical, that chemical's got to be used to produce the products that consumers want. And the chemical industry from the petro side already have that stream in place. They got the distribution, the marketing, the scale up, and we just tap into that and move our bio-based chemicals into that existing chemical stream. Part of it is just it's going to be a cost control thing. I mean, petrochemicals, as we know, people keep talking about peak oil, and it depends on what chart you look at, whether we're at peak now or whether it's going to be next year or 50 years from now. But at some point we will have peak oil, and as we get to that, the price of oil is going to keep going up, and we're now over $100. It might slip back to 80, but eventually it'll slip up to 200 as well. And so we need to be using the oil the oil for what it needs to be used for. And if we can produce bio-based materials and reduce CO2 and so on by doing that, it makes a lot of sense. So we'll see that movement into more bio-based chemicals. But I think we'll see a phased-in approach of moving from petroleum-based to hybrid chemicals to bio-based chemicals, and that's probably a 30 to 50-year timeline.